In the wild, angelfish diets consist mostly of invertebrates, such as worms and insects. In an aquarium environment, this changes significantly. Despite their name, many angels do well on a diet consisting primarily vegetarian foods, including flake or pellet food with some meat-based vitamins added in for good measure. A properly formulated bite-sized meal every day would be sufficient enough to meet these requirements. Just make sure you're feeding them at least 3 times per week, so they don't get too hungry before dinner time rolls around again. View post. How often to feed angelfish? Feeding angelfish to make sure your angelfish is healthy and happy. Feed it at least once or twice each day. The best frequency for feeding adults seems to be 2 times per session, with enough food available in 1 to 2 minutes range of time between feeds. This will prevent unnecessary stress on the fish, because if they are overstuffed from too many snacks, then their digestive system can become irritated, which causes bad behavior such as fighting, among other things. See more. Ensure your better has access to clean, conditioned water at all times. It is important for their health and safety that they stay hydrated. These fish can often be found foraging on the bottom levels of rivers in search invertebrates like crabs or shrimp while living wild, but prefer either eating food right off the top during captivity or middle-level spots, which allow easier inspection by you as owner depending upon size. Feeding angelfish fry. If you want to take good care of your angelfish babies, it is important that they are getting all the nutrients their bodies need. To ensure this happens, feed them with specially designed meals 3 or 5 times per day, depending on how often you fed them in between. Homemade infusoria is a tremendously efficient food source for fish fry, as they greatly replicate what their natural habitat would have provided. However, it takes some time to culture them and ensure that you are providing your angelfish babies with enough nutrients before birth. This means there's no room left in the tank. With a great alternative, if you have no infusoria ready, or just want to give them more food than what they would normally eat in nature. Try commercial fry. The Hikari Tropical First Bites fish food is one of the most popular choices, as it's highly affordable yet offers all these tiny creatures need for growth, including immune system strengthening and coloration enhancement. Best commercial food for angelfish. High-quality commercial flakes or pellets should make up the bulk of a fish's diet, as this is one way to provide them both meaty and green nutrients they need. There are several good brands available on store shelves today. We recommend looking at least briefly into Tetra Pro Tropical Crisps if you're going with angelfish species for an innovative clear water formula that lets these little guys eat all their meals in one go without much waste. It's no secret that live food is better for your pets, but sometimes it can be difficult to come by. If you're looking at adding some variety into their diet, then try bloodworms or brine shrimp, which will both taste great and provide essential nutrients. You could also offer them occasional previously frozen or dried options like tetra bloodworms, since they contain all the same vitamins found in fresh worms, just without necessarily being alive. The most important thing to remember about live food for your betta is that it should be fresh. If you're having trouble getting them interested in the tank, try feeding more than just bloodworms or even goldfish. Offer treats such as Hikari BioPure freeze-dried tubifex worms instead. Angelfish are a perfect pet for those who love to have an animal around the house. They provide all of the protein sources which angelfishes crave. Plus, they are stuffed with vitamins that help strengthen their immune system. To make sure you keep your fish healthy and happy, it's important not only feed them what he loves, but also peel his vegetables before boiling or steaming them so as avoid digestion difficulties caused by enzymes in raw foodstuffs, such has been seen recently among other conditions common amongst fishermen owners. When choosing between different types of peas, try giving him ones without strings, because these little guys can cause problems when eaten whole. How long can angelfish go without food? If you want to make sure that your fish is healthy and happy, it's important for them not only have the right food, but also stay hydrated. When left without any dietary intake for a couple days, though most adult angelfishes can survive as long as their bodies are getting enough water, so don't worry too much about this. Unfortunately, it's not possible for people who own pets, such as dogs and cats, to leave them home alone all day. The best option is usually asking a friend or family member pass by sometimes, just so they can feed your furry friends in between visits. Can angelfish die of overfeeding? Overfeeding is one of the most common mistakes made by fish owners. But it's also easily preventable. The problem starts when your pet eats all its food and develops constipation or other health complications as a result. In either case, you'll want to take care of their needs properly from now on. Can I feed my angelfish every 3 days? The best practice for feeding your angelfish is to feed them at least once a day. This will ensure that they have everything their bodies need and can thrive in the tank with you. If it's been more than 3 days since you've given him or her some food, or if there are any other factors, then try giving ATION every other morning instead of afternoon. This way nothing goes wasted, because who wants an undernourished pet? Wrapping up, one of the most important things to remember when it comes time for your angelfish meal is that they need a proper diet. Their food will provide them with energy and make sure their bodies stay healthy, but if not chosen wisely or in quantity, there can be negative effects on both your pet itself as well its long-term health, so choose carefully. A good rule of get: always feed once per day, at least twice within 2 minutes each course, and don't forget about snacks throughout the course of day.